Right, hopefully this is going to start up and everything. Right, with this, because I'm going to stream Far Cry 2, annoyingly, I can't do anything that would minimise the game. The reason being that, weirdly in Far Cry 2, basically minimising the game, what do you call it? Like it fucks the cursor up and stuff like that. So it's one of those things where if I'm in the game and I stay in the game, it's absolutely fine. If I do anything that would like Alt-Tab or minimise the game, it will absolutely fuck the game up and I'll have to like save the game and reopen it. So I'm going to make sure I just don't, try and get everything right the first time and then don't have to keep messing about with that. So we're playing the Redux mod or whatever it's called, the one that makes the game Realism and Redux, which makes the game a lot more fun. So yeah, hopefully we get some people on, but like I said, with this, there is no way I can actually, like I said, minimise the game once I'm in it now, until I end the stream, because of, unless I want to restart the entire game, because it's very, very broken in regards to, alt-tabbing basically fucking the game up. Oh shit, I didn't want to do that. I keep forgetting there wasn't a lean option, so I just threw a Molotov right at the wall, because grenade is Q in this. Fucking posting the way. So hopefully we get some people on. It's a Sunday, so it's not like that people should be at work today. I mean, I used to always work Sundays with basically every job I've ever done, because, most places expect you to work weekends now. I like the fire rate a lot on this. Oh, hello. I know it's recovered and in poor condition, but that's just because I found it and I like it. Yeah, I know how the mechanic works of jamming. Thank you, game. Oh, not again. I keep thinking I can lean in this game, even though I can't. Yeah, some sort of auto shotgun. Oh, we had an LMG. But no, I'd rather keep my pristine condition crossbow. Oh, that guy had an auto shotgun, yeah. USAS. Try that out, because I've just got a rusty AK at the moment. So yeah, hopefully we get some people on. But like I said, I know YouTube can be really shit now at just sending out notifications. Like, I've got a thing where I can track sometimes what time I get a notification for something. And sometimes it is literally like 2 hours after I finish the stream, it actually sends the notification out. I will just check, though, that I can actually see this on my phone. Because if I can see this on my phone... if this currently shows up on my phone, then I know it's actually showing up for other people. So let's just check that. That was a bit dodgy how the guy just waved it in his face. Yeah, it's live, but I'm just waiting for people to come on. Okay, so... don't forget to like it if you do come on. But yeah, it seems like YouTube is going to be very slow today sending out a notification. But yeah, so Far Cry 2, for the people who haven't played it, because again, Far Cry 2 is weird. It's like, what would you call, like, the ugly duckling of the series or whatever else, where, like, a lot of people either like or just haven't played Far Cry 1 because it's quite old, or have played, like, the console kind of... they're different games in Far Cry 1, but they're based on Far Cry 1, like the Xbox versions of it. Like, it's not the same game one for one. So it's not like a port, it's kind of like almost a remake of a game that wasn't very old, or like, made differently. And Far Cry 3 is where most people are familiar with the series. Far Cry 2 is where most of the ideas came from for the later Far Cries. But this game was, like, incredibly punishing. It's very bleak. It's not a, because it's about civil war in Africa, basically. So Far Cry 2 is one of the weird ones where it's very hard to get into it, but if you get into it, it's easily the best in the series. Right. So I'm by Slaughterhouse. Where's that on the smaller map? So I'm northeast. I might as well go to the safe house that's northeast of me now. Yeah, so... And with the realism and the Redux mod, it just makes the guns more accurate. They don't degrade as fast. You can customise a lot of the options. I've got it set up so, you know, I do more damage to the enemies and the enemies do more damage to me. So the firefights are a lot quicker and sort of more brutal. Which is a lot more fun. Rusty Carl Gustav, don't want that instead of my proper thing. Right, so let's save the game and go to, what, like 5 AM, so get a bit of sunrise, maybe at this time. Don't have to set in the summer or the winter. And also, because if you're south of the equator, that also makes a difference, doesn't it? That sort of thing. But yeah, hopefully we get some people on. Oh, and England obviously won the football last night, so that was good. I was a bit worried when Norway scored the first goal that England was going to lose, but thankfully they didn't. I might actually go to the bar place in this game, because if I go there... So I need... Where is that? Mike's Bar, it's in the south. So I'm at the safe house near the slaughterhouse, so I just want to go south down the river past Parlour. Okay, so I want to go this way. Let's set off on the river, yeah. Just literally keep following this south. Annoyingly, I don't think there's any way of setting waypoints on this. There's a window on your screen, what do you mean? There's a window on my screen. There's the chat window, if you're looking at the chat window. That's there so I can read your comments, for obvious reasons. Let's have a look at my stream myself. No, the stream looks absolutely fine. Yeah, that's designed to be there, isn't it? That's why it's translucent. Because otherwise I can't read your comments, I have to look at a separate device. So I can't play the game, look at like a separate screen. Yeah, it works surprisingly well. Also, people know that way if their comments have gone through. Because if YouTube does the annoying thing where it shadow bans comments, if you type something, and then it doesn't show up on my screen, like, you know, after about 10 seconds after you typed it, you know YouTube has hidden your comment, basically. Which is another really useful thing with this, because people know if they've typed something in and, you know, I haven't seen it. Right, so where's this, a little diamond cache thing here somewhere. Oh, it's up there. Okay. See if I can figure out how to get up there. Might have to go at that from a completely different angle though. Yeah, that probably requires you to have, we'll take the glider over here, I won't bother with that one then. But yeah, so like I said, pleased England won the football last night. Yeah, so Far Cry 2, like I was saying, is like the ugly duckling of the series or whatever, where most people hate it unless you spend enough time to get into it, and then it's really good. And it's aged surprisingly well, but like I said, it's one of those ones that is definitely better with mods. Like I say, like with this Realism Redux mod I've got, where the combat just works a bit better. you can tailor some of the gameplay options that were previously just locked to certain difficulties to your, you know, preferences. Which way around Parlour do I need to go? I assume the west side. And again, like, although you've got a GPS in this is a very primitive style GPS compared to certain games, so you still have to, like, know map reading skills to work out where you are from. Alright, Sherlock, yeah, I started playing it again yesterday with the Realism Redux mod, and yeah, played like 6 hours of it before the football started. So I thought I'd just stream this today because, like I said, it's just very good fun. And it's an easy game to just chat with people while you're playing. So, yeah, that's that. Yeah, hopefully I'll be alright during the stream, but I was a bit ill last night. I didn't even have any beer or anything, it was just a case that I've just had like a really upset stomach most of the evening. I don't think it was my colitis, and I don't think it was anything I ate. I think it's just where it's been really hot, and I've been drinking lots of water, it's given me quite an upset stomach. So, like I had one of those nights last night where, yeah, this is a very underrated game. But yeah, like I was saying, it's, but again, it's one of those games a lot of people do just hate this one. No, a lot of people do literally hate Far Cry 2. It's a very much a love-or-hate, like a Marmite game, Far Cry 2. I very rarely met anybody that is kind of like, it's alright, but, you know. Most people seem to either think it's amazing or think it's shit and like, oh, this is the worst one in the series. And like I said, but if you give it a chance and give it a bit of patience, especially with mods that fix some of the annoying gameplay mechanics. Now the weird thing over here is if there's a thing in here, I've previously smashed this down, there wasn't anything in here. Yeah, so that hadn't obviously spawned in at whatever point I was doing the mission where I had to go to the bar. But like I said, it's one a lot of people seem to appreciate a lot more now. Because when I first played it, I liked the game, but it gave me horrible motion sickness. It was one of the few games that did it. But again, where you've got mods for the PC version, you can now turn off a lot of the visual effects that, like, you know, gave me, you know, like motion sickness, essentially. I might mostly just do the arms dealer missions while I'm on here, because I just want to unlock guns. But yeah, is Star Model P, kind of tempted to get that. Although I can officially buy the Mac 10 now, so I'm probably going to do that. I reckon. Now, with SMGs, they go in the pistol slot, I know that. So let's get a Mac. Oh yeah, I might as well get some of these at some point. Before I get those, can I afford a sniper rifle? Again, I don't know if they go into the third slot or the second slot. I can afford an M1903. I mean, I'd rather have a Dragunov, but it's mostly because I want something for a scope, because the enemies can fight you at really long range. Yeah, again, it's Far Cry 2 is very bleak, and I do like that about it, because like I said, that's the thing. Oh, I still have 10 diamonds. Oh, I could have got that other fucking rifle. Oh, never mind. But yeah, I think with Far Cry 2, this is the thing, is because it's like a very bleak thing that's kind of very accurate to a lot like the civil wars in Africa, where it's most of the people are in it for money, not, you know, or like both the causes are kind of deluded and the exact same thing as each other. Right, so I've got a good condition one of those now. And good, that is the primary, so I can still have a like LMG or something eventually in my other slot. But yeah, that's good, because that's what I was interested in. Could I so for example, yeah, I can still have a sniper or yes, that's rather than the assault rifle, so that's fine. Because it means I can have an LMG would be a good combo list. Okay, so right, where's the guy I need to bushwhack? In the very north of the map. There are fast travel points, aren't there, on the map? Are they bus stops or like train stops or something, I think? Let's just see what the thing is in here that says it's a point of interest.
Hey man, need your help. Hey, I'm Park. Yes. Guess what I just found out? You know how most of the guys like us buy their gas at the fishing village? Turns out those gas station assholes are taking the money they make and giving it to the factions, who then try to screw us. This fuel station's got to go. You want the job?
No, I don't want to accept this while I'm currently in. Yeah, fuck off, mate. I'm trying to do a thing for the arms dealer. But yeah, yeah, but like I said, the Congo crisis and all that was very much like this, with just the Soviets and the CIA being the like two sides, and then you had like the wild geese and all those sort of groups involved in it. But like I said, I imagine that still goes on with like PMCs in Africa to this day to a lot of degrees, because again, Wagner's still in Africa to some degree, isn't it? Because there was videos of them getting killed in Mali not too long ago. So there's still a lot of that sort of stuff going on in like Africa or whatever. I wonder actually if this, what side of the thing that's on. And if it's in one of the buildings, can't really get it at the moment that's there. Yes, it's that side of the fence. Let's do it the hard way then. I just want your blood diamonds, mate. Okay, I do like that Mach 10 a lot. Yeah, I doubt it is at the same scale, yeah. But yeah, like I said, it still obviously goes on. But like I said, I don't know as well, like, you know, the degree of, yeah, like I said, it's, like I was saying earlier before you came on, Far Cry 2 is one of those ones of, you either seem to love it or hate it. There's very few people I know who have played the game for any amount of time that don't have one of those two opinions. Like, some people don't play much of it and then go, oh, I don't know if I like this. But yeah, it's definitely one of those ones that when you, you know, play it for, a while. Like, personally, I ended up really liking it, even though I could never get into it, like, when I was younger. I like Far Cry 3, but again, I find it's a bit too wacky and zany for my liking. Because it's, again, where they did, like, the weird villains and all that, rather than it... Because, again, Far Cry 2 feels a lot more grounded in reality. But, again, like saying, if you like Far Cry 3, nothing wrong with that. Oh, shit, a checkpoint. I keep forgetting you just wander up on those in this. Alright, okay, let's try out my rifle I bought. And with the bolt on the wrong side. I don't like that. But I do like this rifle. Yeah, I think the Redux mod I'm playing massively lowers the respawn speed of the checkpoints. But it's just, again, you have to kind of remember when you're going to be coming up to one, so you don't just kind of go into it by accident. Where'd he go? Alright, need some more medkits. I liked Far Cry 3 a lot when I first played it. But like I said, it's one of those ones where I think, you know, like, your opinions on it change depending on which ones you like more. Because again, it's got a lot more mechanics to Far Cry 3, but then those have to be mechanics you actually want in the game, as opposed to, But yeah, Far Cry 3, I really like Blood Dragon though, saying that, but that's because that's very different. But yeah, Far Cry 4, barely played any of it. Far Cry 5, I did actually play through, but that was much longer after its release, and like the post-apocalypse sort of spin-off game and that. Far Cry 6 I got and barely played. Like, the newer ones just don't seem to captivate me very much. Yeah, and this one is the exact opposite, isn't it, Sherlock? Where it's just very bleak and realistic. It's like just a horrible African Civil War style conflict with no good guys, just lots and lots of very bad guys in it. I wonder if that's underneath the bridge. Oh yeah, it is. If I can get back up though. Alright, I need to remember to do manual saves in this, because other than the saved, there are no checkpoints in this, although you get the rescue ready thing. In the game, no, I know it exists, but no. Because again, like, with the realism mod, I just like using guns that I'd like to use in reality. Right, there guys over there? Yeah, it sounds like there's guys over there. Shit. That could have gone better, but it certainly could have gone worse. Oh no, I'm still getting blinked at. Again, where I've got the realism mod, you can get any of the guns as long as you unlock them. And like these guys potentially have things like Dragunovs, so that's why they're so dangerous. Again, where's that? Oh shit, yeah. Okay, this isn't going well. Yeah, I do like the Mac 10 with its fire rate. Right, okay, where is this bastard that keeps shooting at me? Ah, there you are. Yeah, I'll definitely get the Dragonov when I can afford it and it's available and whatever. But yeah, at least that at least that sniper I can actually engage people like that and figure out where they are, because that was the massive problem I was having like earlier when I was playing this realism mod, was that, you know, unless you've got something of a good optic on, sometimes you can just get killed without even knowing where the enemies are in like some of the quite big areas where you have to go and like do a specific objective in kind of like a compound kind of area. Right, if that wasn't loaded, I need to load the crossbow, because that way it's actually useful. I mean, I'd rather the Dragonov with the realism mod. Like I was saying, I'm using the realism mod. If you shoot somebody in the chest or head, they always die in one shot anyway, even if it's like quite a low-powered gun. So I'd rather have the Dragonov than the 50 cal sniper rifle. Because again, the nice thing of the realism mod is, say you like a G3, well, the G3 is fine then in the entire game, because it's not like none of the guns. Yeah, they are not bullet sponges in this, but neither are you. And again, I've not even got this on the hardest of the realism difficulties, because in that one, where like a single shot from a pistol round could knock off, say, 3/4 of your health, if an enemy just sprays at you and you don't know where they are, you just die within a second. So although I was winning firefights like that, it was so trial and error, especially if the enemy sees you through a bush, for example. Oh, my tracker's going off. Oh, hang on. Get some. But yeah, that's why I like this mod, because it's, again, I like games where the player and the enemies do about the same amount of damage to each other. You know, again, like, I don't mind if there's some differences due to... Oh, shit. I'm out. Was there another one? Yeah. No usable ammo because they've all got G3s. Oh, shit. Oh, not malaria right now. I am going to kill you with a crossbow. Okay, now I'm using the sniper rifle, even though this one's rusty. I might switch to a rusty PKM or whatever it is, just because of the fact that this at least has a load of ammo for it. So I don't have to worry too much in close quarter situations. Yeah, and it's based off of the real wild geese as well. Like, it's made to be very favourable to them, because, like, Mike Hoare was involved in it. He was the head of the wild geese. But yeah, the wild geese is great, because, like I said, it's got really good actors in it, like Richard Burton, Richard Harris, Hardy Kruger's in it, isn't he? There's quite a few good actors in that. Roger Moore's in it. But yeah, look, the reason the wild geese is good is because, yeah, like, essentially there's lots of really cool guns in it. Like, there's even a FOW in it with, like, one of the weird fibre optic sights on it. Like the fibre optic red dot thing. Maybe it's on the roof? Yeah, it's on the roof. So yeah, the wild geese is good for that reason. And yeah, it's like people don't have plot armor in it. That one showed up Equalizer, because I can see it there. But all your others haven't shown up, no. Because you haven't shown up in the chat when we've been chatting. need to, like I said, I need to just remember to save periodically in this, because of the fact that no checkpoints, no autosave. So if you go 30 minutes in the game, didn't remember to save, and you die, well, you've lost 30 minutes of progress. Right, is that guy, the arms dealer guy, moving about? He is. Okay. So, where am I coming up to in a minute? Oh, is that another checkpoint? Yes, it is. Oh, it's 50 BMG on this one. Right, better get off that fucking exposed gun list. Yeah, well, again, YouTube probably just didn't like something in that phrase. Again, that's the problem, that, like I said, this is the real issue now of YouTube, is just how many bloody, like, things that should not be really a comment held for review, and they still do it. Oh, the trees have annoying hitboxes. I found that out yesterday, where, let's try the LMG. We can start a fire, can't we? Oh, that's actually a frag grenade rather than a... I do want to try on the shotguns, though, again in a bit, and see what the range is like on the shotguns, to see if... Oh, have I picked up some more Mac ammo again? I thought I walked over a Mac, or was that an Uzi, so it doesn't count? No, it's not giving me any ammo for it. Yeah, somebody's trying to shoot me, which is pretty common in this game. There he is. Right, I definitely need to see if there's some ammo in this checkpoint. I think there normally is, isn't there? Sometimes. Oh, fuck, there's more vehicles coming. Or is this the guy I'm meant to be getting? Right, hang on. Right, should we just go after him? That was the guy I was meant to be getting. Oh, fuck, that vehicle was damaged. I think there was more over here, wasn't there? Oh, that's not a checkpoint, it's just a burnt out vehicle. Okay, good. Don't have time at the moment to check the diamond tracker thing. Probably gone a really long route around where that guy was. Don't have time to stop for your checkpoint, sorry. Can I heal while I'm driving? Yeah. Okay, so... Oh, fuck's sake. Right, I'll worry about catching up with that other guy in a minute. Let's just take stock of our situation. So that's the best vehicle in best condition. I wonder if he'll just come around on a loop. Probably does. Okay. I assume most of the guys from the checkpoint are the ones that chase after you if you run a checkpoint like that. So there's probably not many guards left. There's a guy wandering around down there. See if he comes out into the open. Hello. Oh, here comes that truck. I assume I'm meant to be destroying this, aren't I? Yeah, there's not actually any cargo in it, but let's just use some mounts there, can't I? Actually, just do it this way. Oh, hello. Oh shit, I didn't have ammo for that. Oh. No, just use a good old-fashioned grenade. There we go. Right, Kalashnikov. Pistol shotgun, as in pistol SWAT shotgun. Now, oh, it's because it's one that's on his body. I was like, oh, that's a remarkably good-looking condition AK. But it's because it's one that's obviously just part of the character model, not a genuine one that we can pick up from the world. Right, I really need to find some ammo crates or whatever while I'm here. Oh yeah, the fire is the best in the entire series in Far Cry 2, as in like how the fire spreads and everything. Oh, another bloody car. Wait, is there not any ammo here? Like just a crate of ammo? But there are diamonds while I'm here. On top of there, okay. Oh, there's some buildings over there. I'll go have a look at those in a minute. Okay. How do we get up there then? I guess on here. There we go. And then up there. Right, where are the diamonds? What's that? Oh, they're actually just over there. Never mind, I didn't even have to jump up there. Boing. Okay. Oh, medic kit. Oh, a tape. Okay. Did I grab the diamonds and I didn't see it, or does the tracker show you the tapes as well? It might have been that it just shows you the tapes. So southeast of where I am, there's a checkpoint. Not a checkpoint, sorry, a save area. Might as well go to the safe house. Right, this one isn't actually totally fucked, so we can maybe repair this one. Also, interestingly, in this game, I think Land Rover must have sponsored it, because there's a couple of actual Land Rovers in it with a Land Rover badge on and everything, not like a fake name, which is very rare in these sorts of games. Hey Land Rover, do you want to sponsor a game about a civil war in Africa? Right, so I'll save while we're here. And I have to buy those, don't I, from the gunsmith thing, like ammo refills or whatever they are in here. Shoot, that's AM, isn't it, still? So it'll go to 9 AM. Yeah, so we're morning now. Again, it's still quite a pretty game. Obviously, this mod does make it slightly prettier because some of the textures are higher res, whereas in the original game, some of the textures are quite low res. So, but as in like the lighting and that, again, it was it Crytek that made this one, or was it not Crytek by the point of Far Cry 2? I don't actually know. When Crytek sold the rights off to Ubisoft or wherever it was, they sold it to. Okay, so we're there. There's a gun thing to the east, so let's go check that out. I think that's just like a bit like the one at the bar. I can go there without going all the way to the bar. Those dead vehicles? Yeah, they are. Okay, good. So that's the thing, is you can get killed with the realism mod very quickly if you just drive into something like that and don't, you know, think about what you're doing. When somebody just strays you. And like I said, that's why I'm not on the hardest difficulty, because, yeah, like, 2 bullets and you're dead. You know, well, 1 bullet and you're dead from some of the guns, but, like, saying 2 and you're dead from most of the guns. So if anything shoots at you with automatic fire, you're basically always guaranteed to just almost die in one hit, if you like. So I want to get to where the curve in the road is and then go south from there, right? Also working speedometers in this game, which is quite nice for older games, considering a lot of older games don't do speedometers at all. Again, the reason I can already get the Mac 10 is because with the realism thing, there's an option for all guns are in the world from the beginning, which makes the enemies also more dangerous in the beginning, but I kind of like that, because in reality it'd be if you can afford something in this, you could buy it. You shouldn't have a thing where like, oh, you have to do a load of side quests for the arms dealer before he'll sell you something expensive. No, he just wants to make a sale. Might as well do the mission while we're here. At least, okay. So how many diamonds have I got at the moment? Oh, it's the 12 at the top left, your current diamond count. So I keep seeing that on the map and keep thinking it's like some map icon. Oh, lovely old, like, router noise. Dial-up modem style noise. So I could buy a proper PKM for 10. I reckon I'll do that. Yeah, although again, I also want to get a shotgun to try out at some point, but then I don't have a sniper rifle. But yeah, let's get a proper PKM that isn't rusted. Oh, LPO-50, that's the, like, Soviet flamethrower, isn't it? Again, I forgot how many things are in this game that exist in reality. Is there anything else he sells that I can afford? Again, I don't really want the upgrades for the Makarov if I'm not using the Makarov anymore. Pistol belt, can't afford that. Oh wait, no, I can exactly afford that, can I? Have I got 17 diamonds? Yeah, there we go. Alright, that's useful. We'll save again in a minute. I just want to, first, load up on all my ammo. And then we don't want the rusty PKM, we want the good condition PKM. So I'll just swap it, why not? They're free. Might as well swap the sniper rifle for a brand new one. But the kind of the funny thing with a load of that, I mean, it's not funny, but you know what I mean, is like where you get the two kinds of opposite things with tourism. You get the kind of some people that are like the disaster tourists, and then you also get the people that like look at countries where they're really, really dangerous. Is that saved properly then? Yeah, that'd have been that one, wouldn't it? I'll just overwrite that one just in case. 1250. Yeah, that was that one. But yeah, so but you know, we're like, oh, it will be some like cultural learning adventure thing. It's like, no, that is a really good way to get kidnapped or killed or whatever else, going to some fucking war zone because, oh, it will be some cultural experience. Oh, it's going to be in that mine shaft. Well, yeah, like I said, I can get the adrenaline junkie people more, but like, you know, the ones where like, where are you hiding behind that vehicle? Come on out. Yeah. Again, that's very cynical, isn't it? The thing of like, oh, I'm going to go look at some starving people in the third world so I can feel better about being like a mediocre white person in the, you know, in a first or second world country. Like, don't get me wrong, the people I actually have respect for are the ones who go over to those countries and actually volunteer with charities and stuff like that. But, yeah, there are a hell of a lot of weird people that do the, right, as that's on the exact opposite side of the map, I'm assuming I'm going to go to a bus stop to get there faster. Because, again, I assume that convoy only drives around in, like, that quarter of the map kind of thing. So, we get back to where the train tracks are. Where the gun symbol. Yeah, let's go for the bus that's just southeast of here. I don't think I can do that other mission at the same time as doing this one, annoyingly. Or is that thing there telling you how many diamonds are in this area of the map? It's like that saying there's 9 diamonds in this area of the map. Again, the diamond indicator thing really confuses me in this. How, like, you know, compared to, like, what you currently have versus, Oh, Oh, it's got 50 cal. I like it. The 50 cal in this is definitely a lot better for punching through light cover and, you know, like chopping down trees with your thing. Hello. Just have a look what's left over it. Yeah, the heat isn't as bad today. I was a bit ill last night, and with the England game, that wasn't because I was drinking excessively or anything. Didn't have any alcohol at all yesterday. I think it's just where my stomach's got a bit upset from drinking loads of water where it's been hot, you know, and then just getting basically like diarrhea. So that was lovely. But it wasn't like colitis related or whatever. It was just, you know, like a genuinely upset stomach. But I've taken anti-diarrheals now and that and feel fine. But just a bit tired because I didn't really get much sleep last night because I had to keep getting up every hour to run to the toilet. But, so there you go, like having malaria in the game. There's the disgusting thing of when people go, hope you're alright, and they don't want an honest answer with some people. I give them the real answer. But, yeah, other than that, I'm good, thanks. Got some YouTube stuff filmed earlier. I've got something I'm going to list on eBay soon, so I need to do some photos of that. But thought I'll either do that later today or tomorrow. So, well, the England game, yeah. I was a bit worried when they Norway was 1-0 up to start with. But a lot of it yesterday was like just looking at VAR type stuff as well, wasn't it? Which again is kind of not as good with the... Because again, like, that's the problem I think with stuff like VAR and all that sort of stuff. Is there's two sides to it. Yeah, it's good to, like, if there is something that's like bad sports, you know, like, so you can, you know, recompense for that if you like. But I don't like the fact as well, like a lot of people saying with VAR, that you think there might be a goal and then you have to wait and see if there was really a goal or not because of, you know, waiting for the ref to talk to some VAR people and, like I said, this is why I wouldn't really watch football other than when it's something like the Euros or the World Cup. Because that's the thing I have heard from football fans, that even like if you go to the stadium and watch a game, sometimes you see a goal and you cheer or like go like, oh, and then you have to wait for the VAR. So like it kind of doesn't have that immediate result anymore. So yeah, it's going to be a nemesis game when we next play. It's England versus Argentina, so there's a lot of history there. Somebody's still shooting at me. There's some stuff in here, like, I can't pick it up. I've got full. There's no diamonds around here. Oh yeah, there's a guy down there. Let's try out my machine gun. Ho ho ho. Yeah, that works pretty damn well with the realism mod. Yeah, who'd have thought an LMG with, like, you know, quite high caliber cartridges. Is this 7.62x54R? Isn't it this one? Oh, who'd have thought that just cuts people down? So, Sherlock says that he's trying to write this in a way so he can get it past YouTube. So, something about a friend, and he went to Ukraine recently. He was visiting a friend of his, and in one hostel he met Caleb, who was, maybe still is, British volunteer mercenary fighting in Ukraine. Oh, I think I know the one. I think I've seen him in videos. Is he one that also does, like, fundraising stuff? But yeah, I've sometimes seen him, like, mentioned on other videos and some of the, like, things from his stuff. But, oh, as soon as I get back in my fucking vehicle, I hear people shouting. Now I can't see anyone. Right. Oh, there's some buildings to the right, though. Is it a checkpoint? Oh. Shit. Oh, it's not somebody down there, yeah. Yeah, I definitely prefer the 50 cal. Obviously, this one's got a better fire rate on it. Oh, yeah, the gory, yeah, push around through yourself. I love the, like, take some bullets out with pliers. All, like, the horrible animations in this game. But, yeah, what was, like... Oh, straight away again. Where's that coming from? Oh, over there. Alright, okay, so that was a safe house. Okay. Alright, let's go back to the safe house, and I won't bother healing if I'm just going over there. So, Sherlock says, I don't know, but apparently this Caleb guy he met was, is that racist or something else? Bored in his life and owed a lot of money, so he ran to Ukraine for adrenaline away from his dad. I've heard a lot of people have done stuff like that. Again, I can't comment on individual people because I don't know and I don't want to slander anyone. But that is a thing with mercenary type people, isn't it? That a lot of the people that do it is because they're running away from stuff. Again, like, that was very popular, the French Foreign Legion, that a lot of the people who served in the Foreign Legion were people who'd, like, really fucked their lives up and just needed any kind of, like, new start to their life. That is way too much. If you would look at my videos on it, I've got affiliate links for them. And I think they're about like €10 or whatever. Like 10, 15, you know, euros, pounds or dollars should be the sort of price you'd actually be paying for it. Like, if you buy them where they come with spare filters and hoses and that, yeah, it's going to cost more. But, yeah, they shouldn't be that much. Yeah, but they're brand new on, like, GP5s. And again, the problem is GP5s have constantly gone up in price, where they used to be dirt cheap with the haversack and everything, and now, quite often, you can't even get the GP5 with a bag or a filter. Alright, where was... Oh, shit. Nothing special to this little house. Still got probably quite a way to go for the bus stop, haven't we? So, might as well get back in the car. I like my bright orange one. I hear gunfire. I can't remember if they do it in the base game, but what happens in this mod a lot is sometimes you'll see like the rival factions just roll up and kill each other, which is quite cool. But like I said, I don't know if that happens in the base game or not. Like where sometimes you'll just see like, you know, a couple of vehicles roll up and start attacking a checkpoint or whatever. Because, yeah, this checkpoint's been knocked out, clearly. Okay, so I want to be going east from this guard post. I want to go that way, not directly down south. Yeah, like I said, yeah, again, sorry, in which this is the funny thing where, like, again, like a while ago I was like, oh, isn't it such a shame computer prices are going up? And, like, don't get me wrong, that is a shame, but, you know, I was like, you know, oh, so I won't be able to afford a new PC for new games and all that. And I'm kind of like, why do I even need a new fucking PC? The stuff I play runs easily at 4K 60 FPS, you know, on older hardware. Again, I was playing some Half-Life 2 modded the other day as well. Because, again, better than modern games. Again, like, now and again you'll get really good modern games. But it's, like, so few and far between now for really good modern games. Whereas, you know, like, you can go back and look, you know, like, in, like, the mid-2000s, where, like, every year there was several very good releases. So this was 2008, I did look up when this came out, because I thought it was around, you know, 2007, 2008. It's 2008. I did play loads of that at one point, but I haven't played it in ages. Right, is this the bus depot we're coming up to? Yeah, good. I'll just check that there's nothing worth finding. Nobody's hidden any blood diamonds around here. Right, okay, so we want to be going to the southwest of the map, don't we? I think it was. Yeah, southwest of the map. Literally where that bus stop is there. So, this one. But again, even though the Steam like machine is a bit overpriced, again, I was still saying to people that the thing is, because you can't get many pre-built now for decent prices, you know, like the Steam machine is probably going to be good enough for most people wanting to get into PC gaming, and then they also don't have to put up with Windows bullshit. Oh, is he right there? Oh, hello. Oh, it's a deer or something. I think unless they start using completely different components from, like, all the stuff, the AI stuff, yeah, and again, and if modern games are going to be, you can never own a physical disc even if you have a console, and also the games are going to be like $100 per game, I think it is going to get to the point where people say just fuck it. Oh, I've unlocked a safe house as well there. That's good. When there's guys at the bus stop. Quite a lot of action from just a quick bus ride there. Oh good, that's just a trash fire. It's not actually, what do you call it? Something burning out of control. So like I said, the actual, like, fire mechanics in this game are pretty fun. As in, like, I actually find fire viable in this game, that you can set something on fire and use it to, like, wipe out a section of an enemy base or whatever. Right, okay, maybe we ought to go and do a main story mission just to get a bit more cash in. Because those normally, I think, pay you like 15 diamonds or whatever per mission. Then I can get some more upgrades for, what do you call it, my, So, is that saying I've got 12 diamonds at the moment, or that there's 12 diamonds again in this section of the map? Yeah, so let's go to Parlour and do a story mission. Now I can technically get... can I do anything at the church while I'm here? Because I have found a tape recorder, but I don't know if that's useful for anything. So that's the yellow people. So what they called? UFLL. I'm never going to remember the names of these things, but... You know, that's the funny thing about a lot of these African civil wars and that, is that it doesn't really matter if you know the names of the sides, because they're so disposable and so corrupt. Oh, is the guy not in here? Okay, no, it's probably nothing to do in the church at the moment. I think there's a medkit though. So the last mission I did was for the ones with the red star. So let's do a mission for the yellow people.
Yeah? That's far enough. No weapons. Come on, arms up.
You don't want immigrants in Africa. That's a bit racist.
Standby point is in southern desert. Find key and destroy the key. Then they are Nelson Street, Princeton. Don't forget, this is secret mission. So you fellow guys don't expect any help up there.
Probably because they didn't want to program it so when you're doing certain missions that, you know, you had to be careful what team you were working for. Right, let's just take the bus, shall we, rather than driving all the way over there and going past checkpoints. So I assume there's a bus stop near here. Oh yeah, in the south, okay. Do I want to do it with the friend kind of option, or do I just want to do it the other way? I might just do it myself, see, because if I get the bus, I can get the bus literally close to the objective, and then I can just wander down there, which is easier. So let's do that. So I'm going to the southeast, aren't I, on the map? I think. Yeah, southeast. So I want this one. Oh, there's some diamonds near here, apparently. How careless, leaving a diamond there. Oh, somebody's coming, right. Right, let's light them up. Thank you. I suppose I might as well actually go to that save point that's at the safe house. That's just southeast, isn't it? Of, oh, shit. It's not good. Oh no, that's definitely not good.
Oh, you all right? You move? Okay. Hostiles are in place. Check your ammo. You're down by 3, Hoss.
I wanted my proper gun back. Those auto shotguns do seem pretty damn effective in this. Right, Rajiv? I haven't really tried them yet, but I'm assuming with this realism mod, the shotguns probably at least go about 100 yards. Okay, how about I'll burn you out? Is there a way of cycling grenades without actually throwing all of them? Just like if you can switch to a Molotov to burn people out. Problem is grass, I can't actually see anything. You were pissing by the door when you heard a shot. Or did you hear a shat? I heard a shat. Listen very carefully, I shall say this only once. Is that my teammate? Yeah, that is my teammate, right? Better not gun that guy down. Yeah, exactly. I was saying to people earlier in the stream that will be a very interesting game because of the rivalry for it as well. Well, at least there's some diamonds here for my trouble of getting downed and needing reviving, and now I've not got my bloody oh, malaria. Oh no. Oh, and a tape recorder as well. Okay, this place was worth having a look at. Oh, so I've actually ended up going north of where I wanted to go. So I just want to literally beeline that way now, don't I? Towards the red marker. And then I should run into that safe house before I get there. Yeah, they shoved one of the people over, didn't they, on our team? I did see that bit. I said I did watch the entire game, but you know what I mean? Like, that was one of the bits that, where he just fucking, what game's that where you failed a mission 50 times? Yeah, again, I saw people commenting that where I had like a live discussion thing up where people were talking about it. Not like a thing I was hosting, I was just like reading people's comments. And yeah, like people that weren't really into football was like, you know, and like were kind of interested in it, like, you know, were Americans or whatever, like, oh, what's this like soccer or football game? They're like, wait, is this so much of this about like falling over and pretending to be hurt to try and get like a penalty and shit like that? Oh, Payday 2, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, that's one of the reasons I don't genuinely like football is, yeah, it's like a strategy for the game is to try and just fall over and go like, ref, he tackled me, oh no, right wing fuckery. Oh, let's just head south then to this place. Won't take a car. Might take my speedy little thing. It's not a place. No, it's just some tires. Okay. Okay. Good morning. least for this place, I should have plenty of warning if they're like trying to run down towards me. There's another one there. Yeah. Is there a bullet drop in this or not? No. Okay. So just literally aim where you want to hit them. Yeah, it's like saying that's the reason I wish there were more sports where it was just like very, you know, like sort of clean play and that. They're quite high-res cactuses for a game that's well, be 18 years old now. Not quite 18 because it's not October yet. Why aren't I just using the LMG if I'm in a storm a position? Probably shouldn't waste my ammo like that. Trying to flank me. Oh yeah, Newsy. Maybe a sniper rifle. Let's move up. Ooh, it spares 12. Again, I don't really want rusty guns. I might as well just buy proper versions of the guns. Right, hopefully the fire can't spread across the sand if it's programmed well, like it should be in this game. That certainly blew up, whatever that was. Is that the propane tanks in the back of that vehicle? That's the ones I'm still meant to be destroying. There we go. Oh, and we've got a thing right in front of us there. There it is. Nice. So I've got more money now to buy shit from the trader. So I might want to get out the middle of the desert for that. So I'm at the very southeast, aren't I, of the map, I think. The oasis. So I can go to the bus stop up there. I wonder what the envelope is on the map. I'll go have a look at what the envelope is. Because I actually don't know. When's the France versus Spain game, Rajiv, if you know? Because that's first, isn't it? And then the England-Argentina one is like the game after that, if I read the thing correctly when I had a look. I didn't see what the dates were. So was it about Tuesday, Wednesday kind of time, something like that? So like in about 3 days or whenever. Alright, cool. So France versus Spain, Tuesday, 8 PM. That's a good time for watching as well. Oh, fuck. They damaged my little car. Okay, so they're both 8 PM. That's good. Yeah. Because, yeah, after all the extra time and that yesterday, it had gone like 1 AM, I think, by the time the game had finished, hadn't it? Or very close to 1 AM yesterday. And again, 10 PM isn't as bad as some of the ones we've had. Body over there. Right, looks empty. Yeah, again, it's been quite good at least, hasn't it, this one, in terms of some of the teams that have got into positions where apparently, you know, historically they don't get that far or whatever. Yeah, so England need to not blow it, because they're very good at blowing it, aren't they? Just like I'm good at blowing Ukrainian rent boys, which never happened. Better reload that PKM. Yeah, again, the fire mechanic is so good in Far Cry 2 compared to the later ones. Oh, it's the agent. Okay, interesting. Where are my blood diamonds? Oh, hello. Is that everyone? Yeah, I saw you sent that, but I didn't get a chance to watch it when you sent it. As in, like, I just logged into Steam at one point, saw I had a notification of a message, and thought, oh yeah, I'll watch that when I'm, like, not doing much, sort of thing, if that makes sense. Can't remember what I was doing at the time, but it was one of those things where I'd have to, like, I was probably watching a film or whatever, and I was like, oh, I have to stop watching this if I want to watch a video, so... Does he look like a bitch? Okay, so where am I at the moment on the map? First I figure out which way is north. Okay, there's a thing up there that ends something BA. Oh, so that's going to be Makuba up there. Oh, so I've gone too far the other way from where I wanted to go. Okay. Let's take that little quad bike then. Oh, hello. Oh shit, that guy was hit me pretty hard. Yeah, someone else that is apparently another white man 2 years older than the previous one. So when I saw it, I thought it was just some news agencies being like a day behind with their reporting. But yeah, I think it is a different person of about the same age and description. Which kind of makes sense then if they were going off an age and description thing, and they got the wrong person, and then, you know, have now picked another person of a similar age and appearance. Oh, fuck's sake. Yeah. Where are they? Up the hill. Let's run further out this way so I've got more open ground between me and them. If you don't want to run into the desert, I think you'd die of like heat exhaustion. But... Right, okay. Is that thing here actually where that marker is anyway? But it's got an exclamation mark, like there's something important there. What is it? Because the diamond briefcase is flashing, but I've already opened that, haven't I? So what's the game trying to tell me here? Like, oh, you haven't done something. Yeah, so that I've done. Why has it got an exclamation mark like there's a mission here? I got the tape that was out front. Ooh, a flare pistol is that? What does that replace, a flare pistol? Oh, nothing. Okay, that's cool. That's just something I can pick up. Oh, is it the letter I was... Is that the reason the marker was there? Yeah, okay, good. Right, we want to now really go to an arms dealer, don't we? So... Let's go back to the bus stop, unless there's, what's that marker in the middle, like, south middle of the map? Or is that, like, the fort or whatever it was? That's like was it an airfield? I don't know. Because I don't think you can put a custom marker down, can you? That's why I'm just kind of confused about why there's a random marker there like that, rather than like the normal objective looking ones. And that's just pointing me back towards the town. Right, let's take the quad bike and if we're not stupidly far in the oasis from that other one, might be worth going over to that and just seeing what that is while I'm here. Let's hope I don't run into loads of respawn enemies or whatever. Actually, that's the bus depot. Do I want to bother? No, let's not bother. If I'm this close to a bus depot, might as well just do a fast travel. Okay, so that shows up like that on the map anyway, the like with a circle around it. Maybe they're like just points of interest or something. Who knows. Anyway, let's go to the middle of the map. Actually, those are just in like the extremities of the map. Yeah, let's go to the very middle. And again, there's an arms dealer not far from the main town. How long have I been streaming so far? Might just pop to the toilet in a minute. I haven't been streaming 3 hours, have I? That seems too long. Been streaming 3 hours? Again, I can't minimise this without last 2 weeks, 3.9 hours. I can't have been streaming that long ago. 1 hour 35. Okay, yeah, it's just YouTube giving me false information, Rajiv. Annoying YouTube with its broken interface. Right, I'm going to have a quick wee, and then I'll be back. So, let me just pop another wee. Whee! There you go. Yeah, I'm back. Right, but yeah, so, like I said, Far Cry 2 is really good fun, so, but like I said, it's just YouTube's overlay thing for, these, things, which is, yeah, is really broken. So like I said, like, where it's really late sending notifications out to people, if I go back to where it says I started streaming, it says it's like 3 hours and 5 minutes ago I started, even though, yeah, it's not. But, like I said, I didn't really look at what time I started this stream, so... So probably, I started it probably, Rajiv, didn't I? Just after 12 then, I'd assume. But yeah. Right, so, which corrupt lot of dickhead shall we work for again? I might do the ones on the other side of town. Not these guys, the UFL. Let's go work for the other dickheads. Actually, what's the map showing me there? Because the map's showing me something way south of Parla. Let me just check in this that if you can do custom map markers or not. in case I've set one by accident. Anyway, never mind. So, it might be that I'm meant to be going somewhere in the south for malaria stuff. Again, I can't see on that map. So like I said, the red circle is right in the middle. Well, shall we just, for the sake of it, go to that southern bus stop and see what's over there? It says they're alive and not needing help. Now, fuck it. While we're here, we'll get an objective from some dodgy African warlords to go do a mission for them. Alright, maybe I can't do any more missions for them at the moment till I do whatever that is in the map. Okay. So the bus stop is to the south. Is it this way, the bus stop? Again, because this is one of the things, the realism mod, you have to actually learn navigate, even though you've got a little GPS, which is obviously easier than the compass, you still have to navigate properly with that. The map always points north, you hold in your hand, but obviously the GPS, you have to look at the things. See, I think the thing's down this way, isn't it? So, that is... Oh, that's Mike's bar down there. So, am I on the wrong side of the bus stop? Does anyone still make decent GPS units like this that aren't stupidly unaffordable? For anyone in the chat who might know. Because my dad actually wants to get one if he ever goes walking anywhere where, like, you know, it's not very good for the topography maps. Like, my watch can do basic GPS, but it's, like, obviously a very small screen. I was kind of wondering if anyone did the, like, proper handheld GPSs, not like the car ones, but the, because when I looked at some, they were either really expensive or people said, like, you know, the maps aren't very good on them. So I was going to go to this one, wasn't I, and then just go east. Alright. Ugh. I wonder if there's a limit to the save slots or just hard drive space for it. Oh, one of the things is glowing blue. Weapons Bazaar. But I actually want to go east for that other thing. Yeah. Let's just follow that red marker and see where it takes me. I need to... Oh, there's a thing there. Good. It is kind of amazing in this how big the actual map is in the game. For like a game from 2008, I mean. Where you don't really have a loading screen other than when the game initially loads. There's 2 maps in this game, but, like, you know, it's like when you get halfway through the story, you get to the second map. I can't remember which map's the better one. Like, you know, which map I like more out of the 2. obviously you see the first map more because every time you start a new game, if you give up playing the game partway through, you obviously are more familiar with the first map. But yeah, so I'm meant to be going to the airfield. Apparently I am. Yeah, hostiles here, or is the airfield an alright area? No, it looks like it's not a friendly area. Aren't it the broadside of a bloody barn? Do you want to check in the options if you can cycle between like the Molotov and the grenades? Oh, it might be the next and thing on the top there, the plus and minus. No, that just goes through the weapons. Okay. Oh, shit. That's not good. Oh, no. Oh. Ouch. I'm getting wrecked. Sorry, what was that in regards to Sarin Witch? Right, we know the airfield is hostile now, so we'll approach it a bit more carefully. Alright, yeah. But again, that's good. Again, I like that though. Look, you know, like I'm saying, it surprises me for a game of when this was made. What I mean is, like, you don't get to a segment of the map and then it's like loading, you know, that kind of thing. Because I'm used to a lot of games this era, sort of after you travel a certain distance, you know, like a little loading screen popping up to load another segment of the map, where it seems like everything kind of loads in at once. Right, with that airfield, let's get on one of these rocks and see if we can snipe. So if I press 1, I can toggle between that and the flare gun. That rock over there is probably better, isn't it? What, where stuff just constantly loads in and unloads as you're playing? Rather than actually, like, segmenting it into loading zones. But again, that's still a good way of doing it. And again, like, that's the thing where lots of developers are like, oh, can't do that anymore, that's too hard. Well, that rock's going to be even better, actually. Car down there. Yeah, I don't have the Lee Harvey Oswald skills there, look. Now the guys down there will be alerted. Oh, there we go. That was the Lee Harvey Oswald shot. Oh, shit. That guy all the way over there somewhere shooting at me. Oh, there's a sniper literally all the way over there. Again, it surprises me as well how far the AI can see and shoot in this. I know the realism mod increases it, but still, you know, because of how many games like, oh no, the AI can only see like 20 yards and then it loses sight with you or whatever. Oh, is that a flammable thing? Yes, nice, okay. That'll help clear the area out. Yeah, there's a guy. Two guys. That one's making himself obvious. Oh, hello. Oh no, that's not going well. Again, I really want my fucking, I need to get a Mac again because of that guy giving me a pistol when I wanted the, proper Mac. Again, like a 1911 style pistol isn't bad, it's just that, are they sending up a flare? Is that like a distress flare? Didn't know the enemies did that. I was wondering if I held Q if it would cycle grenades, but it doesn't. It just again, I'm sure you must be able to cycle grenades in this because there's times when you want to use a Molotov and times you want to use a frag, rather than just having to deplete whichever one's currently equipped before it. Sounds like a car coming. Yep. Oh shit. Is that going to blow at any moment? Because I don't want to go over to get that fuel if it's just going to explode at some point. Or is it... Right, let's risk it. I think it's just going to be bleeding out its fuel at the moment. Yep. there anything else to do here? I'd assume not. Just go have a look at that sniper's nest while we're here. Just kind of curious if it'll let me do a mission again now, rather than it randomly telling me. Yeah, that's not got like a little circle around it anymore, is it, that thing? So, So there's a safe house directly north of the airfield. So pretty much where I'm looking there. Somewhere. So let's go to that safe house first of all. I'm kind of interested in trying one of the little shotguns. Just wondering if there's anywhere I can aim at to see how far the spread goes. Yeah, so that does hit stuff at a good distance, a shotgun. I think I can get from the arms dealer place like a good condition one of these. I might try that. As well as having like the Mac potentially for the pistol slot. Having a, you know, like good quality, what do you call it? Good quality, like shotgun in there, because if it at least hits people with the spread, that might be quite useful. Right, we'll just overwrite that last save now, because that's just one go doing the airfield thing.
What are you doing, you cyborg reject? Come on, let me in. Hell yeah. Here's something else. Heard about the big gunfight for Dax. Maybe she digs all the blood and guts, if you know what I mean. Tear it up, man.
Okay, so we know exactly where we are on the map, where that thing is. Let's go to the northeast where that arms dealer thing is. As I said, I could do that at Mike's Bar, which is actually closer to here, so we'll do that. Oh no, I've driven it into a little rut and I've Austin Powers it, look. Oh no. If anybody's still in the chat, just send a message so I know if the chat's working or not. Because of, it's a zebra look. But, yeah, like I said, the problem is with this, like, if I Alt-Tab and then... Yeah, Roger, thank you. Yeah, the problem is if I Alt-Tab and refresh the chat manually that way, I have to restart the game, because... annoyingly, you can't Alt-Tab out of this without it breaking the game. Because it like does a weird thing where then like your desktop cursor shows up on top of the game. Ah, cool, nice. Is that like a VST thing or whatever for like audio editing programs or what? So if I find... Oh, hello. I want to commandeer your vehicle. Oh, nice. Yeah, okay. Sounds good. Was that a bloody checkpoint? Yeah, it's a bloody checkpoint. Where are they? Oh, I thought somebody was shooting at me from here. Apparently not. Oh, that's starting to go off. Assume it's always 2 you find in those briefcases then. So in theory 221 means that you get 442 or whatever. From like not doing missions and other things, but just from finding ones all across the map. Ah, some proper signposts there, okay. Let's go have a look. And a vehicle. A better vehicle. Right, okay, so... at the moment... Oh, hello. Oh, hello. That guy's still alive. I am going to kill you with my big machete. I think there's some diamonds around here, so if we find those first. Oh. Oh, there's a guy there. Okay. Okay, I do like the shotgun. I'll definitely get the better version of it from the trader. Where are these diamonds? Ah, here somewhere. There we are. We've got a load of diamonds and that, so let's just do a save. And then we want to go to where the bar is, and then I'll be finishing the stream fairly soon, because I've been on over 2 hours now. Yeah, like I said, Far Cry 2 is aged really well with mods. Okay, so we want to follow the river up north. So I want to go west. I want to go that way up the river. I'd assume. Yeah. Let's stop for some diamonds wherever they are near here. Over there somewhere. Oh yeah, literally here. Oh, look, there's a gun over there. Oh shit, it's jammed. That's why I want to get a good condition one, not a crap condition one. Oh, does this shoot both barrels at once? Every time you shoot. Yeah, I think it must do. Okay, so that is a bit of a problem that you only get one shot per reload. So maybe I will just go back to the Mac rather than this. Yeah, diamonds down here. Yep. I reckon I'm going to be going that way. But I can't see a boat here, which is a bit annoying. Well, I'll just take a car and go northeast. Ah, nice bright red one. Diamond things going off again. That may be that shack up there. Yep. Yeah, let's do a save again here, seeing as I've picked up quite a lot of diamonds since I last saved. Just overwrite the last one. What percentage am I on now? 12%. Okay. So I'm near cockfights, which is like a chicken thing. It doesn't mean men smacking their dicks into each other. Is there anyone on this checkpoint, or is it abandoned? It's abandoned. Just grab the ammo while I'm here. Oh, my malaria. Oh no, I'm on my last tablet. Oh, that'd be really good, but I doubt it's going to be in a cinema near me. But if by any chance it is, I'd definitely go see that at the cinema. Yeah, Rajiv. Yeah, exactly mine as well, and it's a very good Michael Mann film. But yeah, if they do a limited cinema release and it's in one of the cinemas near me, I'll probably actually make the effort going to see that. Yeah, again, I love just the Michael Mann atmosphere of, like, the soundtrack, the lighting, and all that sort of stuff. Okay, so now we're here. Let's have a look at the guns for sale. Right, let's buy the Dragunov. Can I afford one of the medical kit ones? No. Alright, let's just get 2 lots of assault webbing. Oh, actually, I suppose sniper rifles use the marksman bandolier, don't they? Okay. Marksman bandolier. Let's swap out this equipment then. Then I'll save and finish in a minute. Let's grab some medkits. Yeah, nice. So Dragonov, that's going to be better than the bolt action in every way, basically. And we can finally get this back. So like I said, there is that shotgun. But I'm assuming that is still... Does it shoot both things at once? Oh, let's just test it in a moment. So I just go outside on that. Yeah, so yeah, I'll use the Mac, because as much as I like that shotgun, the problem is that, where's he dropped it? There it is. Like I said, the problem is that obviously I want to be able to, not have to reload after every single shot with my pistol. Yeah, and Dragonov's still got a decent scope for zooming, but 10 rounds semi-auto. Definitely better than 5 rounds bolt action. Right, I'll save now, and I'll call that a day for this stream. So, I might stream more of this, but like I said, this is just one of those games that I'm enjoying playing. It's just good for having a chat. But obviously when I stream via the camera, I get more views, so it's actually worth me doing those sort of streams more often, but, you know, I like to mix it up a bit. Because, like I said, some of the game ones are just good for a casual chat. And I've been lucky when I've been streaming today that I've not had to run to, you know, the toilet, as in, like, keep pooing. Because, like I said, didn't sleep well at all last night, because I think it's the hot weather and that. So anyway, have a good day, everyone, and I will catch you all, as I'm going off now, I'll show you what happens if I alt-tab out the game. So if I alt-tab and alt back in, see now that there's a cursor in the game screen. And that is also misaligned with the in-game cursor, look, see? So yeah, it just makes it pretty unplayable. So yeah, that's why you have to like not alt-tab if you play this game. Because again, it's not a modern game in that regard. So yeah, I'll have to just quit now. Accept. And then, yeah, I'll click end the stream, but yeah. Right, see you all, have a good day.